call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I put it in 10, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mid dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. Put it in 10, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Yeah. Going up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life.
Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Arizona Cardinals. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Murray now on first down. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
No.
They give to Johnson going right. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go. Here we go. 15 on it. 15 on it. Echo, echo. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Check, ready. 91. Check, check. 59. You got nothing in there. You got nothing. Yeah, Jim. Let it go.
From the gun on third down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
At their own 17-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Here's Ryan to throw. Completes it to Jason Witten. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Hey, Sal. I got motion man. Me. I got this. Mike 43.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Ready. 43 for Mike. 3 bud.
Now on 2nd and 13. Ryan, he goes underneath to Freeman. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Go. We want it. Gun. Get up.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. That throw good for 4. It's second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. B.J. Goodson with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They begin the drive with Johnson. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Mike, check, 59.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Right here. Check Mike 45. Bandit. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Not today, no. Not today.
From just shy of midfield, Murray is going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And in Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Go. Let's go, honey. Tell me what you got.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Here's Murray. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. The end result, 21 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tackles.
Here's Ryan. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And an alley to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to... And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but... yeah, let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Now it's Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 yards, good enough for a first. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Right now, I'm just wondering where they turn on offense, Charles. I know we're not in the 4th quarter, but 2nd quarter haven't scored and struggling to move the ball.
I don't think they abandoned the run game totally. But maybe you change up your tempos. Maybe you go a little bit faster. Try and catch them back on their heels a little bit to try and accomplish what you want to get done.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 22. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
From the 35 on second down, Murray being chased out left. That ball complete to Isabella. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. Gets past one man. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
51,
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. And this is caught by Watkins. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. T.J. Logan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!"
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
25. Check, 43. Hey, me and you all game. Get up.
On first down, it's Freeman. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Ryan. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ryan. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the side.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Check.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Check.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Williams. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Check 59. Let's go. Check 59. Mike is 59.
Here's Murray from midfield. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Check three.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. T.J. Logan with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Freeman again. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The Falcons send out their punter. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Johnson. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Set, ready. Now the wolf. Coming to you, coming to you. Check 43.
On 3rd down, it's Logan. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They go to Johnson again. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.